Pro Football Focus, in their infinite wisdom, put out the rankings of all 32 NFL linebacking cores, and you would think that you got Eric Kendricks. PFF loved Kendricks for sure. Last year, breakout season, and with Luke Kuechly retiring, becoming a scout for some reason. He'll probably be GM within 5 years. But you think with that Eric Kendricks being the best off-ball linebacker in the NFL, as well as Anthony Barr being a person, that they would rank pretty high, right? So you're thinking, what, maybe top 5, maybe top 3, but not so much, right? So they clocked in at number 8 overall, which seems low. Seems low, especially given PFF's love and adoration for a good old number 54. But also, I mean, yeah, putting together the rest of the linebacker core, Eric Wilson, I love. PFF doesn't necessarily love him. Same thing with Ben Gedeon. You bring in the rookie Troy Dye, sure. Yeah, Cameron Smith is also a name. Yeah, okay. But also, you look at who the top 5 was. So number 1, was the Seahawks, which, Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner, respect, except the bloom is off the rose. People worship the rising sun as opposed to the setting sun. Rising sun being Eric Kendricks. Bobby Wagner, he's had a great career, has fallen off a little bit, but still he's got that name brand recognition, except people just don't realize that. Not so much, right? KJ Wright still doing the damn thing. He's solid. Rookie Jordan Brooks, who out of Texas Tech, who the Seahawks took in the first round, deemed by most as a major reach, but PFF seems pretty okay with it, so that's why they're numero uno. Number 2 was the Cowboys, Leighton Vander Esch, as well as Jalen Smith. Makes sense. Number 3, Bucks. Like we said, Bucks were underrated. Devin White coming in second year, former first round pick out of LSU, as well as Levante David is one of the best linebackers in the league. So respect there. Number 4, Texans with Bernardrick McKinney, great run stuffer, as well as Zach Cunningham. Okay. Number 5, Colts with the stud Darius Leonard, as well as Bobby Okereke. So cool, great, grand, whatever. But all the way down to 8. I could have lived being 5, right? Seahawks are not 1. I could have lived if you would have said Cowboys 1, Bucks 2, Colts 3, Vikings 4, Seahawks 5. Yeah, I certainly could have lived with that. But here's what they wrote about the Vikings at number 8. Quote, last season, Eric Kendricks had a legitimate case for Defensive Player of the Year. Then why are they so low? At his 90.2 overall regular season grade, 12 pass breakups each led all linebackers. Kendricks has produced grades in the 60s in his previous 3 seasons. So last year was 1, or he finally put it all together in each phase. In addition to Kendricks' playmaking coverage, he also had the 3rd best run defense grade at 90.1, while tying for 10th with 17 pressures. Maybe too much to expect for another 3-phase career year from Kendricks, but he'll likely be among the league's best in 2020. And then Anthony Barr is also a person, right? So, and then get into a little bit about Wilson and Gedeon and Dye, whatever. But it just seems a little bit shocking, right? And because even though I think nationally Anthony Barr is seen as maybe a little bit overrated, maybe overpaid. Also, when I say nationally, I mean most of the fan base as well. But so much of what Barr doesn't show up on the stat sheet. I think that Barr and Kendricks do have a chemistry that the other linebackers just don't have. I mean, they're BFFs, essentially they're roommates on the road, as well as going all the way back to UCLA. They go way back like chiropractic. So I think that sort of unspoken chemistry. It's almost like speaking Esperanto, or like a language that twins teach each other, right? So that level of communication is great. As well as I think that Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright, I mean, is this list from 5 years ago? And it's possible. I think that the sun is set on them. Cowboys respect, Bucks respect. I mean, Texans, okay. And then Colts with Darius Leonard, absolute respect too. But I mean, where's the Vikings respect? I mean, where is this? I mean, they said it. They said it out loud. Kendricks had a legit case for Defensive Player of the Year. Is the best off-ball linebacker in football. Plays all 3 phases extremely well. But I mean, does Anthony Barr and Eric Wilson and the rest of them just bring down the average that far? I don't think so. I don't see it. Like, if you're talking about Robins to Batmans, and yes, I think Anthony Barr is clearly the Robin to Eric Kendricks' Batman. Like, you could do a lot worse. Like, some of these are Dick Grayson, some of these are Jason Todd, some of these are Nightwing. I don't know. Like Anthony Barr is pretty damn decent as a number 2. Kendricks is clearly the best as a number 1. Like I will take Eric Kendricks over Levante David, over Leighton Vander Esch, over Bobby Wagner, obviously, as well as over Darius Leonard, even though I think Darius Leonard is a stud. So, I mean, respect Pro Football Focus, but I think they missed on this one. This one's pretty disrespectful. But your thoughts, Vikings 8th best linebacking core in the NFL. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Plus, give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.